What's up, guys? How's it going, everybody? What's up, Joe Simon? This is a short story about gratitude. Tonight at work, I was leaving about 1:20, 1:25 a.m., and there was a good amount of snow on the ground. Snowed pretty hard last night, 3 or 4 inches, but more interestingly, it all froze over. And I stupidly did not clean my entire car off. I chose to park in a bad parking spot where I might not have chosen to park there again if I had the opportunity. But everything was fine. Everything was cool. I was getting out of work. I had a great day. I even tweeted half an hour ago about how I had a great day. And thank you to everyone who contributed to that great day. And I got in my car and I was sending Snapchats, blah, blah, blah. Everything was all happy, smiling. Let's go for a run. Maybe I'll just go home. And the one thing I've always taken for granted is my car and my ability to travel, my ability to get in, turn the key, and go. And tonight I got in the car and the thing wouldn't move. Wouldn't move. So I'm like, oh, shit. Let me get out and see what's going on. Car was stuck on the ice, right? So the whole parking lot at work is a big sheet of ice. And I'm like, oh, well, this sucks. Let me just dig a little bit. Maybe I'll inch forward. Now the parking lot is slanted at the edge. It's slanted down, so when I moved forward to try and get some momentum to move backwards, I just moved further and further into the snowbank. And I was like, well, shit. Because I'm not going anywhere. So I started doing, what a New Yorker does. I've been stuck in snow before. It's not a big deal. Just get out and dig out a little bit from around the wheels. Dig out a little bit from outside the wheels. Rock a little more, turn the wheel, shimmy a little bit. Nope. Nothing. Turn. Forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Not going anywhere. Just getting deeper and deeper into the snowbank at the edge of the parking lot, which is really more like an ice bank. And this goes on. And this goes on for several minutes. And we're 10 minutes in, and I'm like, oh man, this sucks. I really just want to get on the road. This really sucks. Well, I'm just going to keep trying. I'm just going to keep going. Forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Turn the wheel. Kick the ice around the tires. Get a little traction. Nowhere. What's up, Jana? Telling a little bedtime story. So, I'm stuck in the parking lot at work in the edge of a snowbank that's frozen over. Whole freaking ground is frozen. And hi there. There's Ben Leonard. Ben, long story short, so far, just to catch you up. 45 minutes ago, I'm trying to leave work. And I'm stuck in my car. I'm rocking. Forward, back, forward, back. 15 minutes go by. This sucks. I can't go anywhere. Okay? 20 minutes go by. I can't go anywhere. Nothing is happening. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not doing anything. I'm getting frustrated. I'm like, man, the one thing that I can do in my life is get in my car and go. I visited 50 states in 100 days. No problems with my car. Everything's always great. I'm a very good driver. I'm from New York. I know how to get out of the ice and the snow. But I'm stuck. I'm stuck. So 20 minutes go by, 25 minutes go by, 30 minutes go by. Now I'm looking around the parking lot. I see these people sitting in their vans. These are the nighttime folks who work the overnight shift. What's up, Jeff? Who work the overnight shift. at the newspaper, and they're going to go out and deliver the newspaper that I just finished making just minutes before. And they're sitting there in their cars and they're watching and they're like, you know, I'm just going to sit here and watch. I'm just going to sit here and watch. And I see them looking at me and I'm shimmying back and forth, going forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, not going anywhere, stuck in the ice, stuck in the ice. And I'm like, you know what? This sucks. There are people watching. And they know that I'm struggling. And they choose not to help. And that sucks. And I'm like, man, I would totally help. I see a guy stuck trying to wiggle his way out of the parking lot, the end of his shift. Why don't they help? So I keep going. And I say, all right, I am going to get myself out of this mess if it takes me all night. If I burn all the gas in my car, if I got to wiggle my way forever and ever until I got to work tomorrow at 4:30, 5 o'clock p.m., I will sit here and wiggle and wiggle and wiggle. 35 minutes go by. I'm still wiggling. I'm like, shit. I am not going to wiggle my way out of this. So, I'm ready to give up. And I'm like, do I walk home? I mean, the roads are frozen over. It's going to be super dangerous for me to walk, even though it's just a few blocks. Do I just walk? Do I just leave my car here in the snowbank? I'm going to have to deal with it again tomorrow anyway. It's not exactly going to thaw out and just magically get out. And I'm ready to give up. And what happens? The girl that was watching me from the van across the way strides on over. Big smile. Big smile. Young woman, maybe 30. Gets behind gets in front of the car and says, wiggle your wheels and gun it. I've been here before. I know how it works. Thanks, Jana. Wiggle your wheels. I'm going to push. I know how it works. I'm like, first of all, don't, let me get out and push it. Let me do the hard work. You can sit down and drive. No. She's going to push and I'm going to get out. Okay? Fine. So we push and we push and we push. Nothing. I'm not going anywhere. I'm like, oh my God. This sucks. But, you know what? This girl came over to help. This is fantastic. This girl came over to help. She saw I was struggling. She watched for a little while. She saw I was struggling. She knew I needed help. And then boom, there she was. And suddenly another guy starts walking over. He's also sitting in his car. I guess I could take this off now. He's been sitting in his car. He comes over and he says, let me help. Go ahead, wiggle your wheels. Stay in the driver's seat. I'm going to push. And I'm like, that is awesome. Look at these guys. They're going to push me out. I'm going to get out of here. This is freaking fantastic. I can't wait. I'm going to skip the gym. Maybe I'll just go home and have a beer. They get me out. Right? So they push, I wiggle, I rock it forward, I rock it back, I push, I gun it. There's smoke all over the parking lot, just everywhere. People are watching from inside the building now, like, what's going on? Why is this guy still here 45 minutes later? I'm out. I'm through. I'm up the little slope at the end of the parking lot. My car is out. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. And I stop. And I open the door. I put it in park. And I get out. I get out of the driver's seat and I say, thank you. There's no way I can leave without getting out and saying thank you. So this is a story, Robert and Brad, about gratitude. So to catch you up real quick, stuck in my car for half an hour, trying to get out of the parking lot, in the ice and the snow. And I can't get out. I can't get out. I can't get out. And there's people watching in the parking lot. And I'm like, why don't they come help? And they didn't come help. And I didn't ask them to help. And then eventually a girl came over to help. And then eventually another guy came over to help. And they pushed and they pushed and they pushed. And we moved the car. And I was ready to go. And I stopped. Because that's what I do. I get out, put the car in park. I get out and I go over to them and say, thank you. And they're like, no problem, man. Have a good night. And I get back in my car and I put it back in drive and I go to move forward. And guess what? The car is stuck on the ice. Again. And the reason the car was stuck was because I had stopped to say thank you. I hadn't even asked these people to help. I hadn't even gestured or anything. I said, damn it, Strub. You're going to get your car out of here if it takes you all night. And when I finally got the help that I needed, that I didn't even ask for, I stopped to say thank you. And the job was done. The job was done. We did it. Mission accomplished, right? I was out. They did their job. They helped. I stopped to say thank you. And when I stopped to say thank you, I blew it. I blew it. So I get back in the car and I'm like, I am going to get myself out of this. What am I going to do? And the girl stops. She turns around. She's like laughing. Oh my gosh. Right? She comes back over. She gets behind the car now. So now the car's facing the right way out. Get a 4x4. I've got the Honda Hotel. I'm facing the right way out. She's like, let me help. She gets behind the car to push. I'm like, come on. You can't get behind the car. If something happens, we're just going to get stuck. This is, at least let me push and you drive. And like, if you slip and fall on the ice and hit my car, like this is going to be a disaster. No, let me push. And she pushes, doesn't go. 3 months I've lived in Watertown. She pushes, doesn't go. All of a sudden, 3 other guys come over and start pushing. And wouldn't you know, the car starts moving. I'm off the ice. Here I go. I feel like I'm clear. I'm off the little hill, right? I'm off the hill and I'm moving 5 miles an hour. And I stick my arm out the window that's open. And I start to open the door. Because I'm going to get out. And I'm going to say thank you. And I'm going to say thank you to the people that helped me get that far. And I'm from Long Island. And I go to get out. I go to open the door because I need to stop and say thank you. I mean, they didn't have to come over and help. And all 4 of them go, don't stop. Keep going. And so I kept going. But I didn't get a chance to stop and tell him thank you. And I want those people to know that I appreciate them. And I got home. I kept going. And I realized that after my trip this summer, I was stuck. And there were a lot of people that wanted to help. There are a lot of people watching from a distance. There are a lot of people that are that girl in the car that are watching, that are probably waiting for me to ask them to help. There are people who have gotten out of the car without me asking and come over and pushed. And not gotten in the driver's seat while I got out and pushed. They wanted to push me. Even if it wasn't going to work, they were going to come over and push. And I insist on stopping to say thank you. And in stopping, sometimes to say thank you, it can be difficult to keep going. And sometimes stopping can prevent you from keeping going. So if you take one message from this, I want everyone to know that everyone that has pushed me, even when I wasn't asking for a push, I appreciate it. Even if I don't have a chance to stop and say thank you, I mean it. Because I couldn't get where I want to go without you. So, if you have pushed me, thank you. If you have pushed me and I didn't take the time to get out and say thank you, I'm sorry. But now that I'm home, I will take the time to say thank you. I will. And even if I don't mention everyone by name or tweet to everyone individually or follow everyone on Twitter or whatever it is, I hope all of you understand that there is no way that I could get where I'm going without you. And I really, really appreciate it.